Right. So to do that one, first I'll create a new project. How to create the project? Ng. We have already created a workspace, right? Ng generate application, and the name of that application is going to be something like, it is an example, something like Flipkart app that what I'll be creating, and then click on OK. And it is asked me to include the routing or not. If you want to include, you can say yes. And the style sheet format is going to be CSS, that what I can do. And it might take a minute to install all the packages. Okay, it's done. Not even a minute, but it's all depend on your system. Now you see, we do have a project, and the project is going to be, it's a simple Flipkart application, and where we have that SRC. And here, first of all, I wanted to get the bootstrap, because bootstrap is available at workspace level, not at project level. We have installed at what? Workspace level. Whenever if you are installed anything in the workspace level, then we have everything in the node modules folder. So the first thing what I want to do, I'll go to my styles.css, and inside the styles.css, let me include what? The import URL. So how I can include, I hope you know it already. I'll go to the node module, and there we have the bootstrap dist CSS, and then I'll go with the bootstrap.css is the one. And at the same time, I'm using another import URL where I can give Flipkart app. Sorry. One step back, and there we have the node module, and where I can say bootstrap icon, fonts, and bootstrap icon.css. That's it. I just have created a new application, and I included what? Bootstrap. Nothing apart from that so far. Now, this application is a kind of like, an e-commerce application where I can display all the data to the user, and user may select based on the requirement. That is how the requirement is going to be. So to do that one, to get the dummy data, first of all, what I can do is I use the same fake store API. You can see I used what? Fake store API. And in the fake store API, if you can go, we have what? Product details that you can get it over here. And at the same time, if you wanted to get a specific product detail, there you can find this URL. Suppose here, if I'm giving one, then first product. If I'm giving two, I'm getting the second product. If I'm getting three, then third product. Like that, we are able to see, like, all the product details here or not. Same way, if you can give, let's say, the category, am I able to see the category list here or not? Whatever all the categories we are having with respect to this particular product. Now you can see every product, you can observe that which belongs to one category. When user has given men's clothing, I'm able to see like all the men's clothing variables. You can see men's clothing member, and here also the same. Fourth one is same, but the fifth one you can observe that here it comes with the jewelry as the category, and sixth one, all these are jewelry, and here it is belongs to what category? Electronics as the category. Okay, and then we have what? Electronics category, and like that we have like different categories that are available. Different categories that are available. And the same way, when user has given like a specific category, then it will display the data in that particular one. Okay, now you can see jewelry category right now they mentioned over here. In place of that, suppose let's say if I am giving electronic, am I able to see like only that electronic members or not? Right? So here electronics is the dynamic value. That means some people may give that electronic, some people may give the jewelry, and some people may give men's clothing, some people may give what? Women's clothing, like that it is going to be. Now, once user has given this particular category name, then I'm going to display only those values. I'm going to display only these particular values. That is how it is going to be. Now, these are what we call it as endpoints. In real time, we call it as endpoint. Even in your case also, in real time, whenever if you are working on that Angular, we never directly connect with the database. We are going to connect with what? The endpoint in order to retrieve the data. Srikanth, how I come to know that what data we will be having? That is where it is all about the get request basically. When I say about the get request, getting the data from the server. And apart from that, we are having 4 more HTTP requests are available. Those are nothing but post is available, put is available, delete is available, and patch is also available. Okay, total we are having 5. The first one is going to be get. Get is used to get the data from the server. And second one is the post. Post is used to submit the data to the server. And third one is the put is available. Put is used for update the data. And we have the delete. Delete is used for the deletion purpose. And the last we are having the patch. Patch is nothing but it's a partial update. But give the least priority for the patch, and these 4 are very important for us. Now that is where even you can go to this API, you people can see like all those things. You can see get is available. All these are get requests. What this get request will do, it is used to get the data from the web server. Understand? Web server, and the web server will contain the web application, or else it might contain a web service, and that can be built with any technology, it irrespective for an Angular developer. That means that the web, or else like a backend application, it can be built with .NET. It may be built with what? Java, or it may be built with Python. It may be built with some XYZ technology. It doesn't matter for an Angular developer. Always we think about what is that endpoint and what type of data it is giving. Here you can see it gives an array of data, but array will contain a JSON object here or not. But here if you can go, it is also an array of data, but do we have the JSON here? It is a simple string of array or not? Yes or no? Same way, if we can come back here, here also we are having what? All the list of product. That means it is a collection of JSON objects that are available, and which are available in the array format. And the same thing you can come back here. Do we have an array here? It's a simple JSON formatted data, right? Simple JSON formatted data or not? But all these are what we call it as a get request. All these are what we call it as get request, used to get the data from the server. Now I'm getting some data here, and I'm using these 4 different API, and I'm going to build an application, a simple application that we are trying to build. So I use the same thing. If you need, like, you can find it here, and you see view details on the documentation, how we can use it. You can see like how we can get a single product, and how we can limit the users, and how we can sort the result, getting all the categories. Everything you can find it here. We have a proper documentation that is available here. Understand? A proper documentation that you can find it over here. But they are not giving an access for us to do what? Post, put, patch, and delete. You can see there. They are not giving an access, because if they are giving an access, then I can insert some unnecessary data, right? Everybody can do that one. And some people they can delete the data also. That is the reason they won't give the permissions for this. But Srikanth, how we can learn about this? For that, we have to create our backend application by our own. I will show you like how do we integrate by using HTTP client class and RxJS library later to perform all these things. Because fetch is going to be like, it is a simple jQuery method. It is not related to that Angular. It is simple jQuery method. Then why I am using means instead of preparing the dummy data by myself, I can reuse the data, whatever it is provided by the website. Okay. That is where it provide you get access, but post, put, delete, patch, we don't have an access. But I will show you these also once we start working with RxJS observables, observable subscriber. We have a separate concept is available. There I can explain you. So for that, I created an application. Okay, this is my app. Now the next thing is going to be, I wanted to execute my application. So how I can do that? How I can execute this application? Tell me. How I can execute that application, guys? Tell me. I am using the CMD here. ng-o project is equal to Flipkart. Flipkart app is the application name. I'm just writing like this so that automatically it start executing. Right. Now you can see my application is under that execution. So this is how it is going to be. Most of the mistakes that what I have seen here, people are not creating. I mean, people are creating like, different, what I can say component, but I don't know why they are like, modifying the content that we are having it in the app component. If you want to do that, you can, because everything is customizable. Open source means you can do your customization by your own. That is the meaning of the open source. So whatever you want to, you can do. But what people are doing, they open like, this one. Okay, they open this, and after that, I mean, they are doing some modification. They removed something over here. I removed it and save it. And if you can just come back here, it is giving me a, like, the wrong output. If you want to do any kind of customization, you can remove everything. Okay, and start implementing your own. Don't like, modify something and don't think that Shrikant, my application is not working. It definitely works, because like we are not developing like a big and complex application. These are simple examples, as I told you. The thing is like, you didn't understand like how we can properly do it. That is only the thing. That is where remove everything and start implementing. Now I started working with what? The HTML. Or else like you may go with that also. First I'll be using div class as going to be container, and I'm just using a simple h1 here. Welcome to Flipkart app. Flipkart app, that what I can give, and save it and then come back here. I'm able to see an output over here. Right, very good. Now the thing is, we will be getting the data from different APIs here. You can see that this is one API endpoint, this is another API endpoint, this is the third API endpoint, and this is the fourth API endpoint, right? Yes or no? Now, based on the type of the data that we are getting, first prepare a class that is the contract class. Always that's a good practice. Now, how to create the contract class? Generally, like, we created earlier, I can use it. Otherwise, what you can do is you can go to the app folder and then add a new class over here. And the class is going to be product dot contract dot ts, that what I can give. And here I'm going to get it from the previous product, so that I'll go to my SRC. Under that we have an app folder, and there I have the product contract. Let me copy that and paste it here, because we always most of the time we are working on this data, so that I'm going to use the same thing here, product details as the one. And someone asked me a question, Shrikant, how you are able to see the data like this? For that I installed JSON viewer as the browser extension. You can see here. Okay, how we can get it? Just you can Google it. Okay, JSON viewer for Chrome extension, if you can type, these are what we call it as the extension, and that are going to be added to your browser. Now you see I added like this one, JSON formatter viewer and encoding, and once if you can just click on add to the Chrome, then automatically it will be added, and then restart your system. Once you restart your system, and then automatically it will be added, and whenever it find the data related to that one, then automatically it will come. Okay, just add that extension, nothing apart from that. There is no technical in that. Now you see, I added it over there. Now the first thing is going to be, I wanted to get the product data in different formats. Now let's say the first thing is going to be, I wanted to get like, the category. So that I'm creating public categories is the one that what I am creating. Now you see, categories is of what type of data it is having? What type of data here? It's a string or string array. String is different, string array is different. Now when I execute this one, it gives me the data of what type? String array. That means we have the multiple, not the single, so that it should be of type an array, so that I am creating it as an array, and then just give an empty value, nothing apart from that one. Right? Second one. What is the second one? Maybe let's say I have, the product details. If you can go to the products, we have what? List of products here. If you can go to, let's say, a particular product, then it will be getting like, that product only. And if you can go to the category also, am I having the list of items or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Right. Very good. So that what I can do, I am creating, let me give public, let's say, products that what I can give, and the type is going to be product info or else product details that what I am giving. And here, if you can see, I am having like, the products, which is of type product detail, and that is also going to be an array that what I am having here. That is the second one. And third one is going to be, user will add that items to the cart. User may select some item, adding that item into the cart. So that cart, that means inside the cart, do we have a single item or multiple? Multiple. User can purchase like any number, so that I can add multiple. Now what I can do, I can write something like public, I'll be writing cart item, and there also I can go with the type, that is the product detail, which is of type an array, where I can give an array over there. That's it. And at the same time, I hope you remember the screen that what I shared with you. We are going to display the cart count also. How many number of items? If you can go to the Flipkart or somewhere, I'll just open my Flipkart application. When I open the Flipkart application, and it is asked me to go for the sign in. Okay, leave about it. Just come back. And when I try to purchase an item, suppose let's say it's a Pixel A, and here this is how it is going to be. When I click on OK and then add to the cart, now you can see we are able to see the items over here. At the same time, if you can just click on here and see the cart, on the cart we are having one or not. See here. Here we have one. Suppose if I add like another item over there, when I click on over here and then add to the cart, and then you can see we have what? Two items are available on the cart. It is showing you cart items how many? Two. So that what I can do, I am going to give the cart item count over there, and the same time when user click on here, then I am able to display like all the items here or not. Yes or no? When user go back, initially I don't want to display, but when user click on the cart button, then I'm going to display the product details over here. That is my requirement. So how I can do that one? To do that one, the very first thing is going to be, we wanted to get the cart items count to display, so that public, I am using cart items count, I can say, and the type as going to be number, and initialize with some empty value, that is 0. Initially we have 0. And the next one is going to be, here you can see, if user click on here, then only I'm able to see the cart item. But apart from that, are you able to see anywhere here? No. That means this UI, whatever we are having, will get enabled or visible only when user click on over there, right? Yes or no? That means it works based on what? True and false. When user click on there, I'll display. When user not click on there, I don't want to display it over there. For that, what I can do, I am going to use something like this. Public is cart visible, that what I can give, which is of type boolean, and initialize with the default value for the boolean is always false. Okay, always give false as the default value. Then based on the condition, you can make it as true. Clear why I have taken all these things? Everyone is clear or not? Are any questions over here? Everyone is clear, right? With this? Yes or no? Very good. Now the next one is going to be endpoint, means it's an URL. Simple terms, let's say, whenever if I am giving this URL and click on OK, it reaches to the end and gives the data, right? Yes or no? That is where we call it as endpoint. It's a simple naming convention. When I give a URL here and hit on enter, then it reaches to the end and fetch the data, and that data will be giving it to you. That is what endpoint generally we call. Nothing apart from that. You may call this as URL also, or else some people may call it as API, endpoint. API also, any name is you can. Okay, right. Okay, fine. Now I created something like this. Now what I want to do is, first let me go for the design of this one. Design only will take more time. So let's have the design here. I'm having div class as going to be container. Is it visible to all? Fine, right? Okay. Div class as going to be container. Now what I want to do, I'm going to have the header, and the class is going to be d-flex is the class that what I can give. And after that, I'm using paragraph 2. And apart from that one, let's say justify hyphen content hyphen between, because like we have many what I can say items are available. I don't want to display them like one by one. Rather, I wanted to wrap one after another. That means first, second, third, fourth. The way how the Flipkart application here, the same way I'm going to display that item. So one after another. That means the content is going to be displayed something like this. This is how I'm having. So that I want to display for that. There I'm using dflex and a P2. It's a padding. And justify the content in between this particular section. I'll take a div, and inside the div, I'm taking H2, and here Flipkart web application. Simple, like we just wanted to display a message to the user. That is how it is going to. And after that, I'm going to provide some navigation menu, where I'm going to have like different buttons are available. Now you can see the design is like this. Flipkart web application, that what we are having. Now here what I can do is I'm going to provide some buttons over there. Okay, and for this particular button, I'm using like BTN as the text, and we'll be having, let's say, when user click on it, okay, directly instead of writing this, what I can do is okay, let's have the home, and then we have what? electronics, and then we have what? Jewelry. That means here we have the category, right? We'll be displaying that one over here, jewelry. And at the same time, I'll be creating another one here. What is the next one? It's a men's clothing. And the next one is going to be, let's have women's clothing. Okay. So when user click on here, I wanted to add like, a click functionality for this one. And here I'm writing a method, category changed. Category changed. And where I can supply the category over here, that is my requirement. Now what I can do, I'm going to define that function over there, so that public category change, and where I can get the category name, I can say, and the type as going to be string. I can write something like this. So this is how it is going to be. Okay. Okay. I'll show you. Just first understand the concept. Later I can. Now you see, when user has given, let's say when user click on home, I want to display like all the data, right? So that I can pass the category as going to be all that what I can give. And the second time, when user click on electronic, we need to get like, that electronics, so that I can pass the electronics over here. And the third time you can see, we are having what? Jewelry. Like that, I can give the jewelry that what I am having here. And the fourth time, like you see, we have the men's fashion and women's fashion, and we can give that particular one. Okay, that is going to be your assignment, I'm thinking, so that I can give that as an assignment to you. You may write it over there, like how to pass and all. It's a quite simple assignment that what I am giving it to you. Now when user has this button and save this and then come back here, so this is how the look and feel is going to be. Now I am having home, electronics, jewelry, men's clothing, and finally we do have women's clothing that we are having. Clear now? You can see when user click on home, electronics, jewelry, men's and women's, that what we are having. Now, once if this nav is going to be done, then what I want to do is I'm going to have something like, the cart button is available. Cart is required, right? So we need to have a cart where you can have all the data. When user click on that particular cart, we want to display the data, or when user add any item to the cart, then it has to be incremented its value. That is what our requirement. For that also, we will be having another button here. I'm taking a button, or else let's say before that, let's have another div. I'll be having a button, and the button class is going to be, let's have the BTN, and then I'm taking a simple span tag where I can give bootstrap icon hyphen, search that what I can give. Just it's an icons that what I'm trying to display. And after that, we will be having a button where I can give the class as going to be button. And then I'll be having a span tag where it comes with the bootstrap icon and bootstrap icon hyphen heart, that what I can give for like and all. And after that, I am creating another button where it comes with the class BTN, and then I'll be having a span bootstrap icon I can say, and bootstrap icon hyphen cart, that what I can give. You can see cart is not available, I guess. Okay, let's have some like a login kind of person, just for like, look and feel, nothing apart from that. You can see this is how it is going to be. Person, some like symbol, and then search option. But we are not providing anything right now. Just this is for look and feel, nothing apart from that. Now, after completion of this, we just wanted to have a cart so that I'll be writing a button here and which comes with BTN, and then I'm going to have a span tag where it comes with a bootstrap icon and bootstrap icon hyphen cart, that what I can give, right? Bootstrap icon cart, that what I can give. Let's save it and then come back here. Am I able to get the cart here or not? Right? A simple cart here. Generally it's 110. 110 is the proper way, I mean proper zooming, but I'm just giving, like, for your understanding purpose, it's 125. What I can do, I'll be, so that it's good, the look is good now. Okay, so this is how it is. Now what I want to do is, in this particular cart, I want to display how many number of items are available. For that, I stored over here. You can observe that if you can go to the component.ts, where you can use, where you can have what, cart items count is available. This count I want to display it over there. That is my requirement. So how I can do that one? This is a variable, a simple variable, nothing apart from that one. Now what I want to do is, after this particular span tag, now I'm going to take another span tag here. I'm going to take another span tag here where I can give a simple badge, and after that badge hyphen, let's say rounded badge, and then rounded, that what I can give, and after that rounded circle I can give another class, and after that bg hyphen danger I can say, and after that text hyphen white I can give, and after that position absolute. I'm adding all those things in order to display the card items count. Now you can just come back here. This is how it is going to be. We have 0 right now because, like, we don't have, like, any items which are added to the card. So that is the reason I am just writing something like this. That's it. That's perfect. And after that, this is how, like, the header is going to be. Once if the header is done, let's have another div tag. And in the div tag, for this one, you can add the classes also. Let's have the div where I can say some background dark, and after that text hyphen white I can give, and after that text hyphen center, that what I can give, and after that padding as 2, and then margin as 2 or 3, that what you can give, and here you can write something like this. Okay, let's write happy holiday deals on everything. Just I'm writing something like this. Now you can see this is how it is going to be. Okay, just and after that the next one is going to be, now here this is all, like, and one thing I forgot over here, when user click on this particular button, we have to display that particular card, right? On and off. It's a kind of toggle, so that I'm going to add another function here. When user click on this button, toggle cart items. Toggle cart items is the one function, and where I can define that function over there. I'll come back here and then public. Okay, public toggle cart items is the one that what I am writing. And here, this is how it is going to be right now. Now you can see when user click on it here, then I'm going to display. Otherwise, I won't display. That is what the requirement. So that when user click on it, then this function will be called. And for that, I write some logic over here. But still, like, we are concentrating on the UI. Next part is that one only. Now this is how, like, the div is going to be. Then the next one is going to be, I'll be taking a section tag, and inside the section you can write the class as going to be row, and after that margin top as going to be 3, and then we will be writing it over here. Let's have a nav, and the column is going to be 3, that what I can give, and there I'll be having a div, and inside the div let's have the label. Okay, I have the label, and this is going to be, I'll give the class as going to be something like form hyphen label, that what I can give, and then I am using a select category. So, and here this is a label, and after that I'll take a div, and I'm going to get all the categories here by using the select, so that I'm using the select. And then how to get that items basically, that means we need to have the category list which is available here, right? We haven't write it over there, but I'll write a simple function. What this function will do is it will get all the categories and stored it over there. Now what I want to do, I wanted to get all the categories to here. So how I can get it? How I can get it? Tell me. How I can get all the categories, man? Again, first. Tell me how I can get the category. Property binding. See, the thing is here, if you can observe that category, okay, category is having how many items? 4 items. If you have like more than 1 item, what we are going to do? We are going to iterate it or not, right? That means here I created an option, and then I can give ng for is equal to let item of where the data is available, the category. Here I'm going to maintain, so that I can give the categories over there, and then we will be having that options over there. Simply I can say the options that are available, so that let's have the first one is going to be, we need to have the value, so that I'll be giving value is equal to whatever that item we are having, I can give that particular item, and at the same time whatever the item we are having, I'm going to display that particular item. I use a pipe to display that in a uppercase over here. That's it. Okay, first we'll get the data so that everyone can understand. For that reason, what I can do is I'm going to write another function here, and function is going to be public load categories. Load categories is the function that what I am writing. How do we get it? We use the fetch, and then following with what? We have a URL. So this is the URL to get the categories, right? I am giving that URL, and after that, then I am using data goes to data dot. We have what? JSON. Okay, JSON is available, and then what I can do? And then data goes to where the data is available, where I am going to append this dot categories is equal to, I am going to give the data over there. Now what I want to do, I am going to use ng on init, that what I can say, and here I am going to call this particular method load categories. If I am calling, then automatically what happened? Cannot find the name. Okay, how to overcome this? Very good, nice. Simply we use this dot load category. Now you can see, if you can observe that, am I able to get the categories or not? Understood what I am doing? Now you can see, when user select electronics category, when user select men's clothing, when user select women's clothing, then I'm going to get that particular data. But you see, when user selected a particular item, I want to display only that related items here, right? Yes or no? That means when user change the value, we have to get the value which is associated here. That is the reason where what I have done, I used value is equal to that item. Each and every time we are getting one item, that item. Now, for this one, I am going to apply that change event. That means category changed some function. Category changed some function, that what I can give. And here what I can do is I am going to get that particular item. So if you don't fetch the category, then what would we do? If we don't fetch the category, what would we do? It is an empty, nothing. Empty only, right? If there is no data, it is an empty, nothing. Okay. Now you see, category changed is the function, and I'm going to pass that particular name of the category, so that what I can do, I'm going to use that item. Okay, item is not possible. Item is not possible. Item dot value, I guess. Is it okay? Item is not exist on the current context. When the category is changed, no, we can't, because like ng for I have applied for that option, right? So that like, the scope of this variable is available only to here. But what is my expectation is, I wanted to get this item. You can see the property item does not exist on the type app component that what we are having. So that what I want to do is, that's better actually. No, if it is one, it's okay. But I have how many? 4 items, right? Then every time item will be changed. That's okay. No, that is where what I am thinking, it's better to have an ng model. I'll do one thing. I'll use an ng model over here to get it. So that let's have ng model is equal to what I can do is otherwise like it's just simply getting a value, right? I'll use ng model. After that, I'll go with category. Okay. And here I can write ng model. And then I'm going to use that category dot value. It's okay, right? What I have done here, I created MVVM, a simple one. But we have an error here, no directive found. Okay. How to overcome that? Import the forms module. Very good, man. So that what I can do, I'll go with forms module has to be imported and save this once. And now you can just come back here. This is how it is going to be. That means whenever if user has like, select a particular one, I'm going to get it into this category, and that category value I'm giving it to the category changed here. And I have written some method over there, and user may call to this particular one. Okay, category changed is the one that what I am having. Very good. Category changed. Now, once if it is done, the next one is going to be, now you can see here, initially it is an empty only because whenever like, it is executed, it is calling initial, it is going to be an empty. Because like, initially user is not selected with any category, that is where it is empty, but we can give a value, but it's okay. Just keep it as it is for now. Later we'll see. And I'm going to apply like, few of the classes over here, so that let me have option uppercase, and after that select, and then we have the div, and we closed it. Now, when user, okay, this is the one. When user, like, the cart items, like whatever we are having, I'm going to display in this particular section only. Okay, in this particular section only, I'm going to display when user click on here. How to display them? Suppose, let's say, user may select like all the data. Okay, why form module? Strange question. Okay, leave about it. So now here, I'll take a simple div where I'm going to have some margin top as going to be 2. And then here I want to display a simple table over there. So I'm using H4 cart items, that what I can give. And then I'm having a table where the table is having the class, that is the table class, that what I can give. And then table hyphen over that what I am using. And inside that, let's have what? T head, that what I can say. And I'm going to just display a TR, and then let's have the TD. I'm going to display only the title, and the next one is going to be, let's say, preview. So that let's have the TD, or else TH I can say. This is TH, and here also it is a TH, and here it is TH, and here also it is going to be TH, and where I can say simply preview, that what I can give. And this is the T head, and after that I'm going to use a T body, and where I can have the TR, and there I'm going to display the preview over there. That means whenever user has selected any item and added to the cart, I'm going to store all that items into the cart items variable, so that I can get that and display it over there. Then what I can do, again I'm using ng for is equal to, ng for is equal to, tell me, let item of cart items, that what we are having. Now each and every time it will get an item, so that what I can do, I'm going to give a TD over there, and inside the TD, the first item is going to be item dot, we have the title, that is the first item. Today the whole time is on UI only, I guess. And the next one is going to be, we have another TD where I can get what? Item dot, item dot what? Preview, right? Preview means it's an image. So that what I can do, I'll take an SRC tag. Okay, image tag, SRC is equal to, I'll be writing item dot, we have that image, but we should give some height and width for that one. I'm giving height as going to be some around 50, and width as going to be some around 50, that what I can give. So this is how it is going to be. And then what I want to do is lady here, and inside the TD, where I can have what? A simple button, and this button is going to be something like remove, a remove button, that what I wanted to have, where I can give the classes as going to be btn hyphen danger I can give, where I can use the remove. Otherwise you can have the bootstrap icon also for that one. What icon it is? Let's have the span. It's a bootstrap icon hyphen trash, I guess. I'm just writing something like this, trash I'm using. That's it. So that means when user click on here, I'm going to remove cart item. Now here, whenever user wants to remove the cart item, we just need to get that index or not, based on that index only. So how I can do that one then? I'm using let I is equal to, let's have the index. Now I'm going to pass the I value to this one, so that I can copy and have these methods. Okay, I'm going to have remove cart item based on that index which is of type number, and where I can remove that particular one. Now you see, let's save it and then come back here. Right now cart items is displayed. When I click on here, okay, is it not visible? I mean, it is directly displayed it to me, right? But I don't want to do that one. When user click on here, then only it has to be. When user again double click on it, then I don't want to show this one. So for that one, what I can do for this particular div, what we are having for this particular div, I am going to use ng if is equal to ng if is equal to, we have is cart visible is available. I am just writing it over there. Now save it. Now you see, am I able to see that one here? Because initially it's having false value. That is the reason where I can make it as like this. But once if user has clicked on here, then I'll make it as true. For that reason, if you can observe that, I added like a method that is a toggle cart items as the one, so that I'm able to display all the data to here, right? Clear now up to here? Yes or no? One section is completed and the second section is going to be, we have like, this now section is done. Then what I can do, I'll go to my main section over there, where I can give main over here, and then I'm going to write the remaining 9 columns over there. D hyphen flex, which will be display the items in the flex, and then flex hyphen wrap is the one that what I can do, and I'm just writing overflow hyphen auto, which will give you the scroll bar whenever if you're having like, the multiple item, and this is how I am giving. And after that, if you wanted to add any kind of style for that, you can give. I'm just writing height as going to be around 450 pixel. That's it. So this is my main. I'm having my main over here, and then I'm going to display like, that items that are available. Okay, I'm going to have like, that item. Let's have the div. Okay, for this one, I'm using the cart. After that, I'm using the padding 2. And after that, margin 2, that what I can give. A simple cards that what I'm going to display. And then, so let's have the style. Width that's going to be 200 pixel. Okay. But it is too much. But it is too much. Okay. Okay, fine. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to get like, the items here into this particular div. Whatever that items we are having, all that item. Now I'm not writing any logic here. Before that, load product, or else like, let's say, I'm going to write a method simply public get products that what I can write. And here, how to get the products? I'm using the fetch over here and follow the URL that what we are having. It's electronics category. Yes, products is the one, so that I can take it and then giving it over there. And then I'm using, okay, data goes to data dot JSON is the one that what I am using. And after that, I am using then data goes to, I have like all that items over here. Products is available, so that I can store that items in this particular products. I am just writing like this. And before it, I am using this dot product. And I'm going to call this method from here. Okay, load category and this dot, okay, get products that what I can give. That's it. Okay. Now the data is available in where? The product. So that what I can do, I'm going to use star ng for is equal to let item of products that what I can give. So that each and every time I'm able to get one item, right? Now what I want to do, first I'm going to display a simple image over there. image src is equal to item dot image that what I can give. This is the first one, and I'm going to write some height over here. It's around 160 pixel, nothing apart from that. And I wanted to give some classes card hyphen img hyphen top. I'm writing something like this, and now you can see this is how, like, all that images are going to be. We have all the list of images. These images are going to be getting from the API call. Okay, we are making an API call and we get that particular one and stored in the product, and that product I'm iterating here and get that list of items, and I'm going to display all the list of items to here. Now this is the first one, and after that what I can do is I'm going to take a div over here, and I'm just writing card hyphen header, that what I can say. Okay, card hyphen header, that what I want to give, and the style is equal to 150 or 140. Style height is going to be some around 140 pixel only, that what I am using for all the list over here. And then I'm going to display the DL and then DT. So the first one is going to be, let's have the title has to be displayed. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll take a paragraph where I can give the title, so that item dot, tell me, item dot, we have the title is available. Save it, but if you have the title, it's okay. Fine. Item dot title has to be displayed, and after that I'll take a div where I can give card body is the one that what I can give. In that card body, let me go with the data list, and inside the data list, first data term is going to be, let's have the price, and after that let's have the price is going to be, I can get the price from item dot, we have the price over here, and the next one is going to be, I'll be giving the rating also here, so that I'll be giving some DD. And where what I can do is I'll take a simple span tag where I can use the bootstrap hyphen star hyphen fill. I'll be giving after that text hyphen success I can give, so that it will be displayed in which color? Green. And I'm going to display item dot, we have what? Rating is available dot rate I can say, and at the same time I'm going to display item dot, I'm sorry, item dot rating dot count is available. I can display the count over there. Now you can just come back here. Now this is how it is going to be. 3.9, 120 as the count, and 4.1 and 259. And this is how it is going to be. I'm able to display all the data here. Now you can see this is how it is. Right? All the data that is coming here. Now the next functionality is going to be, now you see, when user click on here, I want to display it. When user again clicking back, then I'm going to display. That is also very simple one. Now what I can do is a toggle cart item, so that I'll be writing a simple condition here. Okay, very good. Is cart visible is equal to this dot, is cart visible is equal to true. Then I'll make it as false. I'll be writing. Okay, then I'll make it as false. Else I'll make it as true, that what I can give. It's a simple one. What I am doing, first I am verifying whether it is true or not. If it is true, then I'll make it as false. If it is false, then I'll make it as true. Now you can just come back here. Right now, this is how, when user click on here, am I able to display that or not? You see, based on the click. Clear, everyone? Right? And still, like, we have to write few more things. The first thing is going to be, whenever user has add something to the cart, then that will be added here and increment the count. That is the one functionality which is pending. And the second functionality is going to be whenever user has added, then remove button, we have to remove that item from the cart. That is the second one. And the third one is going to be adding to the cart, one more functionality has to be implemented. And also when user change the category, display only that particular category items to here. These are the pending tasks. We'll complete that tomorrow. Okay. So by tomorrow I'll complete this. And if time permits, this is the ternary condition. And if time permits, tomorrow we'll start event binding. Okay. How to work with event, what are the different events are available, how to create our own custom events also. That part we will start tomorrow if time permits. Okay. So that's it guys for the day. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. I'll upload this tomorrow, not today. By completing everything, then I'll upload.